Hey everyone, this is your stimulus check update, second stimulus check update, and stimulus package update for Wednesday, December 30th. This video is for those of you on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and VA benefits, or anyone else that's wondering about the second stimulus check. Yesterday, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin came out and said the stimulus checks are starting to go out yesterday. I checked my bank account this morning and I still don't have one, but let's talk some more about what he said as far as the timeline goes for the second stimulus check. Some stimulus checks are coming this time on EIP debit cards. I'm going to be going over whether you might be getting an EIP debit card or not. We'll talk about the paper check timeline, when those are going to start going out. And we'll also talk about how the Senate is discussing the $2,000 stimulus check increase. The House already voted to increase the stimulus checks from $600 to $2,000, but now we're waiting on the Senate to see if they will also vote and approve on that same provision. I will talk about how that's going in the Senate. There are quite a few Republican senators that have jumped on board with President Trump and some of the Democrats to call for $2,000 stimulus checks. We're going to talk about those people and see what chance that has of passing in the Senate. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Justin and I do stimulus check updates, talk about your Social Security benefits, and also teach you how to make money and save money. So if any of those topics interest you, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And if you find this content helpful, please hit the like button so that YouTube will share this video with others. So now that stimulus checks are a reality, people are wondering, when am I going to get my second stimulus check? Well, the great news is Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin yesterday said that stimulus checks are going out via direct deposit last night. Well, I checked my bank account. I still don't have one, but make sure you're checking your bank account this morning if you got your first stimulus check via direct deposit. Let me know in the comments section if you did in fact get your stimulus check or if it's coming to your bank account right now. They said that millions of Americans should start already receiving them last night. I'm going to continue to check my bank account to see if my stimulus check came through, and so you should too. If you got your first stimulus check via direct deposit, that's how it should be coming this next time. If you changed bank accounts, your bank should reject that second stimulus check and it will go back to the IRS, where the IRS will then attempt to issue you a paper check. If that paper check does not arrive, then you will also have the option to claim the second stimulus check and even the first stimulus check on your 2021 taxes. The timeline for this second stimulus check is quick. They want to get them all out by January to make sure that people get them quickly, and if they don't come by January or are not sent by January, then it's up to the person to claim them on their taxes for the 2021 tax year. Now, if you are an SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or VA benefit recipient and you don't normally file taxes, you may still file taxes, and you should file taxes if you did not get either your first stimulus check or your second stimulus check and you were eligible for it, meaning you were not claimed as a dependent on someone else's taxes and you were below the income limit. So for those of you that got a paper check the first time around, the IRS has said that you will be getting either a paper check or an EIP debit card. And for those of you that got an EIP debit card the first time around, it's basically just a small debit card with the money preloaded on that debit card. Those EIP debit cards come in an unmarked envelope. So don't throw out any unmarked mail before you check it and make sure that it's not your EIP debit card, because there were some people the first time around that actually threw away their EIP debit cards with their $1,200 first stimulus check. So don't make that mistake. Check all your mail, especially if you don't know where it's coming from. Just make sure there's no EIP debit card in there. For those of you that are receiving paper checks, those paper checks are set to start going out today, Wednesday, December 30th. So paper checks are not going to take forever like they did last time. Because the eligibility requirements were the same for the second stimulus check as the first stimulus check, it's really expediting the process that the IRS is able to do, and the Treasury Department is able to send out all of these stimulus checks in a much quicker manner. So everyone should be getting their stimulus checks that got the first stimulus check. They should be getting their stimulus checks by the very latest, even by paper check, by the end of January. Okay, so as we know, the current amount for the second stimulus check is $600, and the dependents that are over the age of 17, adult dependents, are not included in this second stimulus check. However, the House of Representatives voted to increase that amount from $600 to $2,000. They did that a couple days ago. In that, they also included a change where adult dependents would receive the $2,000 stimulus check. Now, that needed to pass the Senate. So it went to the Senate, and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell initially rejected that and didn't send it for a vote. However, there are a lot of Republican senators, and President Trump are pressuring Mitch McConnell to put that to a vote. Some of the senators that are pushing for this are Senator Josh Hawley, who has been calling all along for more stimulus than just the $600. He's been basically joining up with Bernie Sanders and saying, hey, we need more than just $600 for stimulus checks. So Josh Hawley is calling for $2,000 stimulus checks. Along with him, Senator Marco Rubio, Senator Lindsey Graham, Senator Deb Fischer, as well as both of the Republican senators that are in the runoff election in Georgia. David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler both said they would support the $2,000 stimulus checks. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell initially rejected that, but he has since come up with his own provisions that would be tacked on to this $2,000 increase in stimulus checks. Those two provisions, however, are something that the Democrats aren't a huge fan of. Those two provisions are establishment of a commission to study election fraud and a repeal of liability protections for technology companies and other firms. So those two things, some of the Democrats have called those poison pills, are basically provisions that the Democrats are not going to vote for. And my guess is a lot of the Republican senators aren't going to vote for those as well. But that's what Mitch McConnell has tacked on to the increase in the increase of second stimulus checks to $2,000. So it will be interesting to see what happens over the next few days. Mitch McConnell is getting a lot of pressure from President Trump, as well as many other Republican senators calling for that increase of $2,000. So unless they strip out those two kind of poison pills, as they've been called, my guess is the $2,000 increase will not happen. If they do vote for that $2,000 increase just as the House of Representatives wrote it up, meaning it would be the $2,000 increase, and it would allow those adult dependents to also be included in this second stimulus check. Senator Josh Hawley says that they have the votes. They need 60 votes in the Senate to pass that $2,000 increase. So we'll see if Mitch McConnell actually puts it up for a vote, because if he doesn't put it up for a vote, then it doesn't matter if they have the votes or not. It's not going to happen. So anyway, I will continue to keep you up to date on that. So just a reminder, if you did not get your first stimulus check, you were eligible, meaning you weren't claimed on someone else's taxes and you're below the income limit, then you need to file taxes in the 2021 tax year for 2020. That's even if you did not if you were not normally required to file taxes, like if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or VA benefits. Now, I talked about this before, but I wanted to reiterate it. If you do not file taxes, you're retired, and you don't have any income other than maybe your SSI or SSDI or Social Security or whatever else, then you still may file taxes. There's nothing that says you cannot file taxes even if you don't have income. So make sure, if you did not get the first stimulus check, that you file taxes, and you will get your second stimulus check as well when you file taxes. So you could get your $1,200 from the first stimulus check, $500 for any dependents you have for the first stimulus check, as well as $600 for the second stimulus check, and $600 for any dependents that you didn't get money for in the first or second stimulus check. Anyway, just wanted to make that clarification, because I've had a lot of questions from people saying, well, I don't file taxes because I'm on, Social Security and I'm retired. Well, you still can file taxes. And in order to claim your first and second stimulus check, if you are eligible and did not get it, you will have to file taxes. There's no other way you're going to get your first and second stimulus check if you didn't already get your first stimulus check, unless you file taxes. So I just wanted to make that very clear. So once again, I will keep you up to date with what the Senate is doing over the next few days. I will let you know if that amount changes from $600 to $2,000. If it does change, obviously then the IRS is going to have to send out another payment because the payments, the $600 payments are already going out. So if it does get approved in the Senate, then obviously there's going to be some more information that will come out. So thank you once again for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day and that you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you again soon.